I'ma shine. I'm not one for wasting time. I'ma make that shit that gon' go have you wait and stand in line. Shine, you gon' shine. Don't you go and waste your time. I know you feeling down, but I know what you got deep inside. Shine, I'ma shine. Shine, I'ma shine. Shine, you gon' shine. Shine, I'ma shine. I'm not one for wasting time.
What to do? Welcome to Painter Gain. My name's Dr. T.
Yeah, my name is Timo.
Thanks for joining us for another week.
Yeah.
We've got injuries. We've got football. We've got daily fantasy. We've got glasses that look like leaves. I was hoping you'd take over. I was running out of stuff.
I was rolling with it. I was just rolling with it for sure.
We've got stuff to do.
Yeah, I actually want to talk about so you said you saw a little bit of that Toy Story version of the NFL?
I was vehemently against it when I first heard about it and saw they're trying to do Toy Story, it's going to be, in-camera thing. I thought it was going to be like a joke, like they were going to redo plays of the game and try to animate it as they're going and make it separate, not actually watching the game, but make it like a show type of thing.
Yeah, gotcha.
So I was like, nah, it's going to be stupid. I don't like it. I caught pieces of it. I woke up bit into I didn't wake up at 6:30, but I woke up eventually and got it and turned it on while I was still half asleep in bed. I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. I liked it. I thought it was cool.
Okay, cool.
I thought it was smart.
I actually didn't look into it. I said I was gonna try to wake up early enough, but nope, that's never gonna happen for me on Sundays.
Yeah, I think they hit their target because their target audience. If you're watching football at 6:30 in the morning in California or even 9:30, you probably have kids. That's what I was thinking. I was like, who the hell is watching this right now?
Yeah, it's for the kids.
Well, I think Sunday morning cartoons.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That was the perfect time. Yeah.
So it's. I think it was smart. I think they should do every London game like that. Every early morning game. Go for it. Do any game in Germany. Whatever you want to do.
Viewership. I'm pretty sure the numbers went up for sure.
And they had did they have a regular viewing of it too? I didn't. Yeah. So fuck it. Do it. What's wrong? What's the point? You're not going to lose viewers on it. You might have people watch both of them.
Yeah, it's true. I always enjoyed the Nickelodeon one they started doing.
Yeah, I was against it at first. The Slime Zones I didn't like it, but I'm like, I get it. It's fine. It doesn't hurt me at all. Do whatever you want, kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
I think football is such a complicated sport that you enjoy it more when you understand it, and I think
right.
To have, even just for somebody who never watched football before, to be able to watch it and be like, oh, that's what a first down is, that's what a flag is, type of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Actually, interesting story. The first time they did the Nickelodeon,
Mitch Trubisky.
Kurt Warner had came out and said oh, you know what, my son's autistic, and that was the first time we were able to watch a game together. I think his son's 15 or 16.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
We were able to watch it, and he sees SpongeBob, so he's never been interested in
Right, he was always at least kind of paying attention because there's something to catch it every time, as opposed to because a real football game, there's so many breaks, there's so many stuff watching around, and those of us that understand the game and understand and can sit there, watch a play. As the break's going on, we can digest it. We say, hey, this happened. Hey, this happened. What do you think of this? Or we're texting each other back and forth. There's all of that break. Us people who absorb football through the pores can sit there and not get bored of it, and we can do whatever it needs to do.
Yeah.
But those of us who don't, I thought it was perfect. Cool. I watched flames come out of this guy's feet. That was cool. Show me that replay of the guy with flames coming out of his feet. Do that again. I want to see that again. Let me show Slinky backing up the first down. Back that thing up, Slinky. I get it. I get why it's there. I won't necessarily watch it, but hey, I'm not mad at it. I think it's dope.
I also think that basketball has an easier pathway of introducing new superstars, because if you're not a quarterback, it's very hard to get a position player in any position, except maybe a receiver, into the public eye as a star. Basketball kind of seamlessly does that, but I think you need I watched some of it. You need the Toy Story game with Bijan Robinson saying what his favorite cereal is at halftime.
Mm-hmm.
Saying what cartoons he used to watch. That's how you build the superstar for a younger kid.
And you could just make it.
Jersey. I want to, and Justin Jefferson isn't more commercial, so
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just one extra thing that introduces football to the youth without it being like, imagine having to teach somebody who knows nothing about football as the game is going.
Right.
Like, it's difficult.
They make it,
Yeah, and they could for sure do like, I don't know. I don't know how much time they have to do things, especially if they're going, but do it ahead of time where they can just film them here, and they could be talking to their like animated counterparts or whatever. Like maybe Big Bijan's talking to like the little like backyard baseball size or backyard football, I guess in this. Like talk to that guy. Like make them all animated like that. Have the guys take off their helmets and stuff, and have it go through kind of a like make them recognizable. Where I root for like cartoon Bijan or cartoon Trevor Lawrence. Like I get it. Yeah. I did not like it at first, but I get it after seeing it done well. In my opinion too, that hey, go for it.
Yep.
Slime it up, buddies.
Slime it up, buddies.
Like I can imagine them doing this, and then like between plays, maybe show like some guy slip and sliding in the whatever. Show the guys on the sideline in like a hot tub.
I remember.
I don't know. Give me that.
There's an IG clip of when they did the Nickelodeon one, and I guess Patrick Starr like gassed somebody on the field.
Yeah.
I can't remember who it was. Probably quarterback. Always a damn quarterback.
I did. I've seen. Yeah.
Oh, it was Russell.
Russell Trilson. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
But yeah, no, go for it. Show them like chilling in the stands. Show SpongeBob and stuff singing on the sideline. I don't care, but like I like it. I'm into it.
You do enjoy those SpongeBob covers?
Hell yeah, SpongeBob AI, dude, I love it.
Yes.
I'm just a pineapple. Man. My friend actually brought it up the other day. We were playing some video games, and his wife actually loves those.
Oh,
so
really?
she thought it was funny. So and I can hear her. She said something that sounded kind of like it, and I could hear it through the headset. I was like, "Hey, was she just singing SpongeBob?" And he was like, "Yeah, she was singing SpongeBob." And so I was like, "Damn, I forgot. I haven't heard that song in a while." So I played it. I was like, "Dude, still a banger. Still a banger."
Nice.
Oh man, it's so good.
Cool. But yeah, so got some injuries.
Got some injuries.
Got a lot of stuff that happened in the NFL. How's your NFL experience? Now we're week 5.
I want to fire Josh McDaniels. I've never, I will say on record, I've never been one who immediately starts chasing after the coach. I think the coach, like you got guys that you need to play, and I mean you got to work with what you have, and if guys aren't there, I think I'm now to the point to where like I was never a huge
fan anyways.
Who was it like Jack Del Rio? I didn't mind him. Yeah. I didn't like. I felt like it was okay if we kept him. I wanted Bisaccia to stay. I'm trying to think of we had a couple coaches right before Del Rio. Dennis Allen might have been the last one. I was like, he might not be that good. But even then, I didn't really want to. I wasn't running with a pitchfork to get him out. Like he was bad, but like I generally am like, dude, our line sucks. This sucks. That sucks. I can't do Josh McDaniels anymore, man. This is the first coach that I'm like partially through the season and like, hey man, this is not a marriage meant in heaven. There's just too many of the same things that happen all the time that are clearly coaching mistakes. Yeah. And I also don't like him throwing the rookie under the bus in the post game. Like,
what did he say?
He said, well, we have to protect the ball. Like a quarterback, your number one job is protect the ball. Basically like shading Aiden O'Connell. Yeah. Like, bro, you left Illuminor on Khalil Mack in a revenge game for 6, like single, like he wasn't
just eating him up.
His strategy when Mack was getting in was let's use the fullback whose main job is blocking. 95% of your job is running forward and blocking someone. He said, you know what? Let's put him as a check down instead of keeping him in to help block Khalil Mack, who had, I think, 3 or 4 sacks at that point. And it was like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
That's not I'm not mad at Illuminor for getting beat one-on-one in Khalil Mack that many times. Like, you just can't. Like, you're not good enough. We have to figure out a different way to do this. You can't get sacked that many times on the same matchup too. Like, Mack was, I think he might have got 1 on Colton Miller, maybe 2, but like at least 4 sacks on one guy. Like, at that point, you got to understand the guy's not good enough. Like, send help, do something, keep a tight end to chip him, do whatever you got. You had a fullback in for a lot of the games, and like, do something. That's the end of my rant.
But yeah, I feel it, man.
I'm sad.
Yeah, we're gonna see what my team does this Sunday night against the Niners, which I think we're just gonna get blown the fuck out.
Hey, the Cardinals game plan, baby. Cardinals stayed in that thing.
They did.
I thought the Cardinals like kind of had a game.
They did.
Like.
They just couldn't stop it.
Yeah, and it's like CMC, like.
I mean, we haven't really.
But like
faced
Pollard is kind of a CMC.
to do against Barkley?
Shut him down.
Exactly.
But the thing is, but yeah. So I
your
mean,
defense is much better than the Cardinals. I know no Trevon Diggs, but your defense is much better than the Cardinals' defense.
That's true.
Is it better than the Giants' defense?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have to be better than the Giants.
They had a game with the Niners.
It's gonna be rough. I just it all depends on Dak. Dak has to show
4 drop picks that Niners game, man. 4 drop picks. Unbelievable.
Dak has to show out because they won't turn the ball over. If there's one thing they don't really do, they don't really turn the ball over. So. True.
No JJ Watt, but that game got so out of hand.
Yeah.
They suck.
Yeah.
Suck.
Who they haven't like the Niners defense hasn't played a good offense, have they?
Nope. They have a cupcake schedule like last year.
The Cardinals.
Dobbs. I mean,
and Rams.
Jury's still out. The Dobbs might be cool. Like I don't know, but
Rams.
Nobody else strikes.
Rams was a close game until like the end.
Yeah.
Every team has been in the game.
Yeah, Niners have been blowing people out like they did last year.
Yeah, just the Steelers game.
Kind of happened. Cupcakes.
Like Purdy's been human. He's been good, much to my chagrin. He's been good, but he's like had flaws. He's definitely had. I remember last year we were talking about Tua, about how many drop picks Tua had. Like he led the league in dropped interceptions. Like his interceptions below average were crazy. But yeah, let me pull up. I can't read it from here.
Should I trade Robinson Jr. and T. Higgins for Cousins and Barkley?
Oh man, Lawrence.
Currently have Lawrence as his QB.
See, I'm still not out on Lawrence. I think the Jags are still good. Man, I think you do need to trade Robinson. I don't know if Cousins and Barkley, because I don't trust this Giants offense. I like the Higgins and Robinson package. I think you can get a... Man.
Ooh, Barkley's a good one too.
That's a tough one. I don't trust the Giants offense. And I don't trust big-name running backs right now to try to play through anything, which is just they're not getting paid. So I wouldn't go after like a Barkley. I would go after like an Achane. I would go after an Achane with that.
Get that one.
I would be tough now.
Yeah.
But hopefully on the Jeff Wilson coming back, if Jeff Wilson comes back, people might get a little bit gun shy of it.
Robinson Jr. doing pretty well?
He is, but he's like not. He's doing.
Because he is on.
He's getting more points than they expect him to.
Yeah, he's on Washington. So this might be a good time to sell.
Yeah, I'm in to sell on Robinson. I'm in to sell on Higgins just because this Bengals offense is weird. And fractured ribs on a receiver is, and we'll go over that later, but fractured ribs on a receiver is just a tough thing to come back. It's a little different from quarterbacks, but receivers is tough.
If you could give up a player that's going to be hurt mostly for a Cousins and Barkley, I think I would take this trade. Would I regret it?
Yeah, Barkley would be kind of swinging for the fences, but if you're not first, you're last.
Yeah,
So, I mean...
Because you're only giving up Robinson, and you're only giving up a T. Higgins for Cousins and Barkley.
I think Robinson is going down, and Barkley is at least one you start every week, and you're taking a gamble.
Yeah, exactly.
Like T. Higgins can still get you 7-8 points, and that would be a normal thing for him. But
yeah, I would say
I would swing for the fences with Barkley. He is still technically in a contract year, so when he comes back, he might be hungry.
Yeah,
he's just trying to save it. So.
Yeah, I guess Painter Game will say take the trade.
Yeah, I've talked myself into saying yes for that. I would rather have the Barkley Cousins side than that. But
yeah,
I'm definitely not trading for T. Higgins or Robinson Jr. So you might want to just mortgage it on that, but that's fine. Good question.
Yeah, good question for sure. That was a good one.
Good question on that. I do like Lawrence though.
I do like trades in fantasy football. It makes it a little bit different. Again, you always have that feeling of like, damn. Am I gonna fuck up right now?
Yeah,
but I like that. I like the spiciness.
I gave a guy in one of my school leagues for a bunch of the other therapists. We have a school league, and I won him the league last year because before Eckler, he went the first 4 weeks at a touchdown, and I traded Eckler and Christian Kirk for Cooper Kupp, who still kind of did well for me, but Eckler went off at the end of the year, and won him a championship, and I would miss the playoffs, but anyways.
All right.
Yes, take it.
Cool.
Do it. We approve the Barkley
and we will get into NFL injuries.
So, we can get through the injuries first. So we have. Pull it up here. So Devontae Adams, he has an AC sprain. These guys are all probable. Devontae Adams, Justin Herbert, Matt Stafford, all of these things you can play through, which sounds crazy for the broken finger. The Justin Herbert thing was kind of weird where they had the I think it was kind of a broken skin thing. That's why they were kind of covering up, making it look funny because it was kind of displaced or whatever. So it might have relocated and put it back. Non-throwing hand, you could splint it up, buddy tape it. Like, it's just going to be painful, but they'll give you enough stuff for it to where you should be able to manage it. Non-throwing arm, he should be all right.
Yeah, non-throwing is
it might, like, get bumped every once in a while. It might suck, but it's not going to, like, affect him more than that. He's played through some stuff before. I think he played through cracked ribs last year, most of last year. Yeah. So he's a tough guy.
He's a big dude, too.
He'll play through that. Davante Adams, AC sprain. Same thing as Derek Carr. Like, weirdly enough, how the world works. We talked about Derek Carr. If it's an AC sprain, as long as it doesn't swell up too much, you can shoot it up and you'll play through it. And you could actually tell in the game he had that weird like turf tape patch on his shoulder. I don't know if anyone noticed that, but what they do is they inject it and then they use that to cover it because obviously you just poked a hole in the skin to stop the bleeding and stuff. But they'll put like a lidocaine patch over it too and help it kind of ease into it, where it's like Tiger Balm, it's like a minty painkiller thing.
Yeah.
He should be good. Worst case, I'll shoot him up and he'll go. He'll probably be limited in practice just to stay away from contact, but he'll be good to go. And then Matt Stafford, the hip contusion, just like a bruised hip, it's going to be painful. And if he like lands on it weird, he might go out for a play or two, but he's going to be like playing.
Okay.
He'll be playing. He shouldn't have an issue. Doesn't even really need to get shot up for it. He's been through kind of injury. He had played with a separated shoulder for one of the games. So when he was on the Lions, that's a famous game-winning drive with it. Tough guy. So he should be all right. So they're all probable. Keep him in your lineup. Don't worry about the injury. Anytime someone misses practice, they have to get an injury designation put on them. So if these guys are limited in practice, they're going to get the probable or questionable or limited practice or whatever. Don't worry about it. These guys will be fine.
Gotcha.
Let's move on to the next grouping of them. The next injuries. Questionable, Mike Evans. No longer concussion, it's a hamstring. But I don't like no hamstrings are good. And he didn't go back in the game, which tells you it was bad enough to where he like felt it immediately. I think this is going to be
dude. Mike Evans too.
Probably a 1 to 3 week thing. He can re-injure it. That's the main problem is he can re-injure it. If I'm Mike Evans, I stay out. Like I don't have a long contract. He didn't get extended or anything, so he needs to. If he knows what's good for him, stay out. Yeah, I think he doesn't have to miss it.
Because I need him in.
Have to miss it.
I need him to play. No,
he could play, but if he plays, I think it's going to be a waste. He'll be a wash. He'll kind of be a decoy. Exactly. He'll be a severely limited.
Got it.
So next we have the doubtfuls. T. Higgins rib fracture. Talked about it. You could shoot that up, but like as a receiver and T. Higgins in a contract year, I would not if I was him. So theoretically he could play, but I wouldn't count. I could see him easily getting into the game, taking a gnarly hit and being like, nah, I'm good. That's fine. I don't want to do this.
Yeah, and I think players are kind of taking care of themselves way more than they used to. And they're not going out there like, no, I need to play week 5.
Yeah, and I mean, it might need a little shot in the arm to get a little Tyler Boyd more action in there or whatever, just to change the look of it.
But, yeah.
Yeah, rib fracture, no-go, especially as a receiver. Like, it's a little different than if you're a quarterback, you just wear a flak jacket and deal with it. Wearing a flak jacket as a receiver is tough. Catches are different. It's not very comfortable. I've played a game in them with a flak jacket as a receiver, and it was very uncomfortable. And just it felt weird. Again, this is high school, nothing that matters, but it's a very, very different feeling out there.
Getting hit by an NFL player.
And he's a big receiver, and he needs to go up and get the ball. He's going to be extended for stuff. I just don't like it. Javonte Williams, he had a hip flexor injury that caused him to stay out of the game. You never like it when it caused him to stay out of the game. And he's returning from the ACL, so he's probably still a little deconditioned as it is. Remember, it's the year after, not the year after.
My dude.
So I think they have a bye week
coming up. So I'll just probably sit him. He's been doing all right fantasy wise.
Yeah, I mean,
but
I think he can miss. Team. He can miss up to 3-4 weeks. I think they have a bye in like 2 weeks. Flexor? As a running back, and that backup looked pretty good. I wouldn't rush him in. McLaughlin.
Yeah.
He's kind of your franchise running back at this point. And this is what you signed P. Ryan for, is you knew Javonte was going to miss some games.
Yeah, sure.
Like,
they
I think they're going to be careful with it.
Yeah, of
Let
course.
P. Ryan take the bulk, have that McLaughlin come in and step in here and there and be exciting. But, yeah, I would not be happy with that. I wouldn't start him. Next is we're going to have Kenny Pickett out. That was a gnarly kind of go down on his knee with the MCL sprain. Again, yeah. Hey, maybe this is what he needs to take it off. Like, you never want people to get injured, but it'll give him a little fresh legs, get a different start, kind of see things differently instead of being in the whole time. Sometimes people need that.
True. Steelers team's all whacked out right now.
But I think they have a bye week 6, so he's probably going to miss through week 5 and then just take out week 6. I don't see a reason not to. He is, I mean, you not wasted, but you used a first round pick on him. That's your guy. You got to kind of protect him. I think Tomlin can figure it out through.
What's your
Tomlin can probably figure it out.
Real quick on Najee Harris, like just fell off the face of the earth of just.
But he kind of did, but kind of didn't. Like there was a stat out that he was top 5 in most explosive plays, most rushes over 10 yards. He was like the 5th ranked. So he's just getting. I don't know if it's just I don't know if it's a scheme. I don't know what's going on because they're not passing to him anymore. Yeah, exactly. And that's where he got a lot of it. Honestly, his big breakout his rookie year, he caught like 80 passes or whatever.
Yeah, it was a lot of
like that's kind of something that.
I mean, last year he did have Mitch Trubisky and baby Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, so I mean,
so it's been kind of rough, but still, I think maybe it's just.
I'm not really ready to sell him. If someone wants to sell him to me for someone like, I don't know, a T. Higgins or something, I would think about it and try to get something else from it because it would intrigue me, but I wouldn't let them know that. But I would be just, I would keep an eye out for it.
True.
But yeah, I think that's it on the injury front.
Yeah, unfortunately, Painter gained.
We lost again?
We lost again. Things are just not looking good in our favor currently.
Maybe you shouldn't listen to us, people.
I think we're just we lost. Let's see. You smoked me in our other league. Yes. You had 203 points because we have a lot of bonuses, tripled you up. And I only had 70. So I was like, you know what? Let's just call it a wash game. There we go.
Now I'll put this.
Perfect. Yeah. So we lost a team. He had a good team though. We said that he had a really solid team. He had Lamar Jackson. He had Pierce, Sanders, Justin Jefferson, Garrett Wilson, Njoku. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Cleveland defense, Matt Gay. So he had some ballers.
Yeah.
Our ballers didn't do nothing. I mean, kind of. I mean, Lawrence had 16 points. Aaron Jones, that was their biggest bust.
Yeah, Aaron Jones he played, but I mean, did he really play?
Yeah. 100% pitch count. Well, Swift went off, so that was a good start that we switched out. Both of our players didn't even show up to the game. Deebo Samuel said, nah, not today. Mari Cooper said, if Watson out, I'm out. So he didn't get nothing. He got 2 points. Kelsey gave us a 12. So Gibbs gave us 9. Our kicker went off for 18.
Gibbs, man.
Scary Terry on the bench with 22. Sutton with 11. Schultz with 13. Zay Flowers with 8. Kenny Pickett is out, so we could probably drop him. And then we have Achon on our bench with 27 points and Ford with 9. So we kind of had a chance if we put in the right people.
Yeah.
But it was very unfortunate. We had three goose eggs, basically. But it's all right.
We just got to hope Aaron Jones for sure on a pitch count, and they A.J. Dillon was kind of running, and they wanted Jordan Love to win that game so bad. Yeah, so made some switches. We have Cooper on a bye week.
Are we leaving? Oh, because Ford's on a bye week.
Ford's on a bye week as well. HN, I think at this point is an auto start no matter what. So I think that guy, I'm trying to get him in every single league possible at this point, and if people think he's a fluke, I will gladly take that.
Got it.
But he's the real deal.
Would you put Achane, Gibbs, and Swift in?
I would say I'm taking Swift out against the Rams. The Rams have been decent. The Rams have been good against the run. They're weirdly a good team. I think this is going to be a negative game script for him, as in he's not going to have as many rushing attempts. I think they're going to use – because him and Gainwell are about a 50-50 split in their touches and just like field presence. Swift's just getting the touchdowns.
Yeah, he's a goal threat.
Problem is when they're going to start passing, I think Gainwell stays in. So I would try to flip Swift for something. I still kind of have faith in Gibbs that he'll turn it around. But this is why I was a little worried about taking him so early, but he fell to us in the second, so you kind of have to.
Yeah, for real.
I'm not upset at it, but I would think about it.
Well, let's see where we are on the waiver wire real quick. Waiver order, we are second. Take a look at who's available. You thinking maybe some more running back depth? I don't think there's anybody else left on here. Yeah, so now we're looking at a Gus Edwards and Spears, Hill. Oh, Gainwell. Nah, see, it would be tough to have both of them. We already have, what's his name, Swift. Anybody looking kind of nice? Dotson. Somebody dropped Dotson. Yeah.
I'm thinking about trying to go after. We need to find teams that have lost a bunch.
We're the only team that lost a bunch.
Hey.
Ain't nobody trying to help us no more.
And look for people who have a bunch of moves. So if you have a bunch of moves, I want to work with you because it seems like you're trying. Know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
So if you're super active, we have 3 losses. That's not good. Go to this.
We have to try to go.
Who's this Crimson
David
Tide?
Montgomery.
Think about it, but
this guy has a solid bench.
So
his running backs are Kenneth Walker, Mostert, and Connor. Maybe not good running backs.
Let's try to put together. This guy's kind of losing.
So you're looking at a trade here?
We're looking at a
I'm
trade.
thinking about a trade.
Let's think of trade here. We're thinking trade.
I'm thinking about a trade. I'm thinking about going to his team that's kind of losing. This guy's 1-3. He had his first win last week. I think he's going to be tired of Derrick Henry. I think he wants another running back. So what I'm going to try to do is but we don't have too much of an upgrade at receiver.
Holy shit, this fool put up 189 points.
Yeah,
damn.
He turned up last week.
God damn.
So I might try to steal something from him. Now.
He got Laporta.
He has Josh Allen and Anthony Richardson.
And Purdy.
So I might try to go after, I don't know, Josh Allen, Anthony Richardson. That seems like a spoil of riches. And who's our quarterback again? So what do we need?
Trevor
Lawrence.
Your good old man, Trevor.
Well, I might have missed on that one. So we can do is
Trevor and maybe a Ford. Trevor, a Ford for Josh?
I would think about it.
Or maybe he gives us Richardson.
I don't know.
Maybe
I don't know what he would do.
Shoot for the stars.
Do we go after Richardson or do we go after... What would we prefer? Only thing I'm worried about is Richardson getting injured.
Yeah, me too. I guess the safe bet would be... A safer bet would be Josh. Just go get Josh.
We can do Josh.
The week he comes back from injury, he likes him a lot.
That's what I'm also worried about. So we can do Ford.
Maybe a Ford, but maybe not even give up Trevor Lawrence. Maybe we just go Ford for Josh Allen. Maybe he just takes that. Maybe he likes that.
That's true.
Let's see what the
Ford or do we?
Look at Buffalo
how much do you love Swift? Because I don't think he takes Ford for Josh Allen. I think Swift is a big enough name, and he's been wilding out. And honestly, how often am I now starting Swift over HN?
Oof.
Sell him high. Like I said, I think he's getting 50-50 share. I think that's more. And honestly, Jerome Ford is the only guy there. Kareem Hunt isn't taking it. So I value Jerome Ford a little bit more than DeAndre Swift at this point. I think DeAndre Swift had that one really good game, and people are kind of riding it, and he's gotten the touchdowns.
You think Aaron Jones is going to still come out and break out?
I think they have to have Aaron Jones because they lost to the Lions without him.
Yeah. True.
They lost to the Lions, and then
Swift.
They barely came back against the Saints without him. And the Saints aren't very good.
Try a Swift for Josh Allen straight up. I'm okay with that. See if we get a counter.
Let's see if we can get that. And we'll even say,
what up, bro? Or girl?
Counter if you don't like. We'll say that. We'll be nice.
Yeah, counter if you don't like.
We do one, and then let's try to sell high on Swift now. What else do we need? Do we want a more solid receiving core? I hate having to play like Tootsie Shuffle with these guys, but
let me look again.
Well, you're only benching Amari because he has a bye.
Yes.
And I think he's been solid.
I agree.
Either Debo, Terry, who you leave in less?
I think Terry's more boom bust because of Dotson, but Dotson has not been the guy yet.
Yeah, Debo's that breakout. And they're not gonna keep. They're really their schedule's super cupcake.
Debo's scary because anybody can get these hands.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cleveland.
And it feels like Purdy favors Ayuk.
Yes.
That's the guy.
So the Ayuk breakout is kind of scary. Debo would be easier to move. So doing like a Debo and I don't know Sutton or Debo and Swift and try to upgrade and get some like a Jamar Chase or someone that's been bad. So I could see that as a Debo and Swift for Chase or something like that, who's been kind of a disappointment, who people are kind of tired to get rid of, but still want something in return where they feel like they can start him every week.
Yeah, because in the end of the season, if we can make it to the championship, they play Arizona, Baltimore, and Washington. Championship
the Niners?
Week, Niners. Championship week would be 17 Washington. 16
Washington's
Baltimore,
got a decent defense,
and
they're going to be playing
Arizona.
for a playoff spot. And I don't know if the Niners will.
Not playing for anything.
Yeah, so I'm okay moving off of Debo and just kind of sticking with Scary Terry, hoping that he'll win us a couple weeks, and knowing that he just plays in the NFC East that just lost Trevon Diggs, and Washington's kind of like they're going to be hauling ass because they're not good. Yeah. So
I guess so the next run of games, they actually play some decent teams. So Dallas, Cleveland, Minnesota, and Cincy. Cincy's just the one. Hopefully they figure out by 8.
Well, the other thing for Debo is if we try to trade him and he has like 2 or 3 good games, someone might come back for him. Be like, oh, you wanted to get rid of him. Are you still into that?
Mm-hmm.
And I'd be like, yes, please.
So we're looking receiver, just upgrading our
yeah,
receiver.
let's go for one of the top receivers that's kind of been an upset, or a breakout that people might not believe in, like maybe like an AJ Brown or something like that. Of these guys, like, fuck, I don't really want a Puka,
right,
but
so
like,
what about a Devontae
Adams?
Mm-hmm.
We could. I would like it. I think they're just
going
to keep feeding him.
Yeah, I'd love to go get Devontae.
What is he
still
on?
the
What team
Raiders,
is he on?
So maybe they don't feel like so high on the Raiders. So maybe they might want to swoop it. Not too sure. His team is. Where's it?
Let's just go to him.
It doesn't. Yeah. Okay. I did the same thing. Show me your TDs.
We might be able to do a Debo and a Debo Swift, and then which of his running backs do we kind of like?
Oof.
Has Brees been a little disappointing? The Jets might be
I would take
like.
Brees. Take Brees. I'll take a waiver on Brees.
Has Brees been whack? Brees has been kind of whack.
Yeah. They can't do anything.
Because they don't respect Zach Wilson, they put 8 in the box. And
He also has Jonathan Taylor coming back, so he might be looking to take a little risk on it.
that's interesting.
Yeah. Would Jonathan Taylor be a risk?
Ooh, I would take it. Just
I don't
take a
think
waiver. He's gonna
you
come
get
back week
Devontae
6.
Adams and Jonathan Taylor because he for sure used at least a 3rd-round pick on Taylor.
Yeah, that's true.
I think Brees Hall would be easier to get.
Shoot for the stars. And just counter if you like.
Fuck it, say Taylor,
Yeah, shoot for the stars first. If they think that's a nice pick, then yeah.
Because Swift has been sick, and he kind of.
You're selling super high on Swift, and Debo's a big enough name, and the Raiders are such a.
We're just gonna feed. At this point, you see Devontae being mad. We're just gonna keep giving you, hey, please take all of the touchdowns and all of the balls, and hope you stay with us. That's what they're doing.
He's getting 100 a game. But
Yeah.
he may be scared of the Raiders.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
All right.
We're set. Hopefully we can get on a win streak and we'll be just all right.
Okay.
Moving on over to.
Should we go on to the? I don't know what you want to do with it.
I'm going to move it to it for you guys.
This is gonna be. You're taking over this one.
Oh shit! All right, here we go.
You do more of that. How did we? I don't think we did that great.
Oh, no, Payne versus game first.
Oh, Payne versus
Payne
Gain.
versus
Cool.
Gain.
Well, it doesn't matter. Okay, so mine for the week. First off, like I said,
good one.
Anthony Richardson versus Tennessee.
Oh, wait, who won
I
last
kind of
week?
like.
Did
Oh
you-
yeah, who
I
won
think I
last week? You did.
I
You
did?
son of a bitch.
You have 6 points. He has 4.
Damn, I only had one last week.
I don't
that
even.
went
Yeah,
over?
I forgot to check. I forgot to check who went over. I don't know if we have that up, but it's all right. It's all right. But cool. I won.
Damn.
Loser.
Okay, so I have Anthony Richardson against Tennessee. He's just so volatile at this point until they start fixing his points to make up for his like 50 yards a game rushing that he's gonna have and probably one rush. He's gonna get 11 points out of 50 yards and a touchdown most games. And against Tennessee, who's not that good, I still kind of like their defense, but that team is just in shambles. Like Derrick Henry had to throw a touchdown pass last game. Like it's been tough.
Start Mr. Mayo.
So yeah, I love it. Devon Achane, I just think is just the most explosive running back I've seen in the league.
Bro, that's my sleeper pick, baby.
So he's been great. I think Olave has a return against New England, who does not have Matthew Judon and does not have Christian Gonzalez. So I think this is it's still a high, like they're putting him up there, but I think he gets, especially he got almost goose egg last week. He got like nothing. So I think he turns up. I think Derek Carr kind of finds his rhythm against him and sees what's going. Sam Laporta against Carolina. Carolina's bad. They're going to be a lot of points, and they kind of isolate Sam Laporta. I think he's 50 yards and a touchdown easy.
Hey, so I had my prop bet. My prop bet was Laporta over 46 yards. He got it. So
Nailed
I'm
it.
a Laporta
I would
fan
hammer that
for
over
life.
Until they start putting that thing at like 62.5.
Yeah, for
I'm
real.
hammering the over on
40.
Laporta every single week.
Yep, straight up.
And the last one is New York Jets against Denver. I think Denver's kind of riding a high, and they have this new like cool toy that they have with McLaughlin. I think the Jets are kind of riding a high. You just got done playing, like going toe to toe. You should have beat Pat Mahomes. Let's be real.
Everybody's talking about
and then you're going to play fucking Denver.
You're juiced.
And you're only
like
supposed to get 5.5 points. Like, get out.
That's the
here,
same.
dude.
That's the same thing that I felt like when Colorado State lost to Colorado. Is like they had a great game, played them neck to neck, and the next week I was like, nope, gonna smash Colorado State because they're coming back with a vengeance.
Exactly.
Revenge game.
So I think Jets coming in is kind of
I like it.
I still believe in the Jets defense. I still think it's a really good defense, and I know the locker room lost Saleh a little bit, but I think just Zach Wilson kind of being a man, which is what everyone's ever asked of him for the last 3 years.
He was just too soft.
Has like own up to it, man.
Yeah.
You're the quarterback. They spent a number 2 overall pick on you. Own up to it, and you'll be fine. Like people will blindly support you because you got no other choice.
Yeah. Like a man, bro.
We only have another choice if you act like a doucher. But anyways, Jets should smoke Denver. They suck.
That's cool. I like these ones. It's pretty solid. Achane has definitely been not what I anticipated, but kind of
even better.
Crazy blowout.
Even better.
Broke out. All right. So I am going with QB Joshua Dobbs. It's a little high for 18.
Interesting.
It's a very high for 18. I think he's just throwing the ball a lot. They're scoring. Atlanta still hasn't proven enough to me. I think this is just a shootout type of game. Ritter versus Joshua Dobbs, like you're talking about earlier, like they played a close one with the Niners and the Niners defense. So for him not to see all that crazy defense on Atlanta's team, I just think he's going to have a really show out. I like Breece Hall against Denver. I think he's going to get a lot of catches this game and probably break for one. Denver is really, really bad, so I'm just going to try to ride that train and just be like, all right, just go score a touchdown in this game. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's been smoking them. So I'm going to take my chances with that. I got DeAndre Hopkins against Indy. Something just
You've
tells
been
me
riding Hopkins for a while.
He's
I trust
doing
it
all right.
still.
He's
I would
close.
like
Yeah,
Hopkins,
it's
but
really close. It's close. Like so, 13 was right on the money. I think they're gonna throw more in this game. Indy's been kind of stingy a little bit. Their defense has been pretty solid. I started them last week. They've been putting in some work. So I think they're gonna have to throw more. Like I said, might bottle up Derrick Henry better than other teams. Jonnu Smith, the backup
Well, starter.
Seems like yeah, exactly. I seen that. I just saw the thing. They say they're doubling
equal targets.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
And I was like, okay, so you know what? Let's just go with the 8 points. I was like, look, just 4 catches, 40 yards or 42 yards. And we call it a day. You know what I'm saying? So, and they're playing Houston. I think it's just like I said. I just think this game is just gonna be a lot of throwing. And then and the Jets.
Jets defense. There you go. We're in. 1 point for us.
Yep. There we go. Or no points for both of us.
Stop it.
But yeah. So. I like that. Kind of rolling with that. So I kind of like trying to look down further into just maybe a little bit lower points so I could get a better chance of covering. But yeah, that's it for week 5. Bingo, bango, bongo.
There we go.
Cool.
Money in the bank.
All right, we did not do pretty hot.
we did not do well.
We hit on McCaffrey.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. So I think maybe we gotta go. Maybe just bigger names. Think we tried a little bit, try to get too savvy on the little guys.
Yeah, we tried to go too deep instead of just picking some solid picks.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree.
Yeah, I think we were playing with the money correctly. I think too.
But I think the ones we
lost,
need to
we lost with. All right, let's see here. Cool.
I think the ones we need to stay with are I think quarterback. And then quarterback and starting receiver, we need to have balling down.
We'll do the $3.
I think that matters more.
We lost our extra. Let's do the $3 ones. Just keep it classic. See how we do.
I think there's a lot more variance in not having the big name, big name quarterbacks, big name receivers. Hammer Anthony Richardson. F it.
Down for that. It's not a bad look. Running back. Okay, so who can we get at running back? Or do we feel like a receiver has the better matchup this week? Let's see. Barkley's all the way up.
The other thing is Achan's kind of down there. Achan, Mostert scores a shit ton of touchdowns too. I hate it.
Yeah, we gotta get the number one.
I would go to the receiver first. I don't like any of those too much.
Justin Jefferson against KC.
Tyreek Hill against the Giants, I think, is almost too obvious.
But is it such a blowout that he's not really doing much? Or they're going for 70 again?
I mean, McDaniels doesn't stop. That's the thing I like about him. He don't stop.
I'm okay with that. If that's the bet.
Yeah.
Amon-Ra against Carolina. Ooh, Carolina's 5th against receivers.
Yeah, Sneaky. I've seen that. They're also like high against the running back too. I don't understand
why. What about
why.
Nakua? You like Nakua? He's doing pretty. He's putting. Oh wait, no, he's playing Philly though. But Philly's been giving up. It looks like Philly's defense
wouldn't mind a Puka
against receivers. That's very surprising.
I wouldn't mind Puka. Puka does ball, but man,
we got Olave.
Could do Olave. We could do your Hopkins pick.
Let's go big names first. Hopkins is still kind of like third receiver.
Nico Collins against Atlanta, too.
Ooh.
That C.J. Stroud connection. The other one I almost put on there but didn't was Zay Flowers.
No, I can't. We still can't trust Josh.
I thought about Zay Flowers, too, against
Could we do...
Just double up with Waddle? Is that what you're thinking?
No. I kind of like Olave. But so New Orleans, who started? Derek Carr started, right?
Yep.
Just didn't do too high.
They're shooting him up. Yeah, I couldn't tell if that was him or game plan or what.
Yeah. I'm just kind of nervous about New Orleans right now. Not too sure.
That's okay.
I think I'm leaning towards Puka.
The other thing is, kind of a deeper play would be a Tyler Boyd. If Higgins isn't playing, Tyler Boyd's going to get a lot more hits. So check how low he is.
He's right here at 4,000.
I think that might be good for now because he should be a little bargain bin.
Okay.
As one of the lower ones.
All right. Is there?
I think we hammer Laporta no matter what at tight end. Yeah, he's going to be worth it. Oh, man.
He's playing Carolina. Carolina is sneaky good on the defensive side.
Nah, hammer that shit.
Well, no, I just trust the Lions more. I really do. I really love the Lions.
All right.
We need a big-time running back at least.
We're going to have to probably drop down some of these guys. But, oh, well.
We're at 24. We need a big – who's the number one?
So, also, Kamara had a pretty good week. But, I don't know. I feel like Achan's more of a just bang for the buck type of thing. I feel like Kamara could just get shut out by Belichick because it's Belichick. So, that scares me a little bit.
I'm down for Achan.
We can keep going, though, and see, too.
Well, yeah, let's kind of see that. I was going to say Achan and Mixon. All right, so Carolina doesn't do good. Carolina does not do good against the run. That's where it's starting to show. They're 28th against the run, so maybe a Gibbs. Would you trust the Gibbs here? Or you think Montgomery's the dude?
Fuck.
Or we just go Montgomery?
I want to trust Gibbs, but I think Montgomery gets a touchdown. I want Gibbs to break out, but I can't trust it yet because he hasn't proven anything.
Is it last game too big of a game? He's not going to repeat that.
That's my other thing that scares me is like it's got to even out. Like the law of averages, he's got to come down to earth eventually.
I kind of like Mixon here just because the matchup, and then also that he's been very, very consistent, even though how bad since he's been.
Sure, I'm in for Mixon. I like Mixon.
Last one. Game log real quick. See, not enough.
Yeah, I mean, just the Cincy offense has been so bad though. But no Higgins, they got to do something.
So
I would
worth the shot against Arizona's defense. They're 31st against running backs.
I don't know if I want to have both Boyd and Mixon.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's too much a thing. What about Pacheco? Oh, actually, Minnesota's
sneaky. So, man, Najee's staring at us.
Should we just spend more money on a big-time receiver then?
Yeah, I think we go one more receiver because none of those jump out at me.
Yeah, I feel you.
The only other one would be the Rams running back has been unbelievable. Kyron Williams.
Oh, that's a good pick too.
So that might be, if I get a big name running back, that might be it.
All right, so let's go big name.
Or we could stack So we could do Puka. Or we could stack Richardson and Pittman against Tennessee.
And I see how Pittman's been doing. 14, 15, 14.
He had 4 his last
game.
Oh,
shit. Oops.
He had a good start.
With Anderson, or Richardson, with Richardson, without Richardson.
Richardson played last week. The Baltimore game. Baltimore game was the other one. So maybe not. He did have 5 targets, but still. He had 11, 12, 11. The Rams might have been game script because Richardson was taken off too much, but could not also. I'm okay with Puka.
Let's go Puka. I think right now, Puka, they're throwing the ball. I like watching the Rams. I'm surprised that Philly ranks so I guess, bad against the receivers. Yeah. But, all right, let's rock that.
So here's where we got to start pinching a little bit.
We got 10. So
let's look at one of those deeper running backs and see if we can get one we like. Like I kind of like Kyron Williams, but I think he's going to be too high. Miles Sanders. Gus Edwards might be a sneaky play against Pittsburgh, who's been bad.
Yeah, let's go with that first. I'm okay with that. Well, how's he been doing? Let me touch this real quick.
Man, he left one of the games because he had a concussion. And then he played last game. I think he got 9 points or whatever.
Ooh, 2, 4, 6. Ugh. Rough.
Yeah.
Rough. All right, let's keep going.
I mean, there's a reason they're all down here. The other one would be maybe a Jaylen Warren against Baltimore. I don't like that. I don't like that much, though. Gainwell might be a sneaky pick against the Rams if he just gets a bunch of catches and a touchdown, like I said, or P. Ryan.
Oh, because what's the name's out?
Yep. And he could just get the touchdowns. But I also could see Denver getting just blanked.
Yeah. All right, let's go up a little bit then. We'll kind of probably have to piece down somebody else later.
I'd rather go for bargain bin on picking a receiver that's going to score or something, like another Tank Dell type. But
we need a solid number 2.
Yeah, I don't want to get blanked by a backup
running
back.
So what if we just take Boyd out real quick?
I mean, 45 is pretty cheap.
Or what if we drop down Hill?
We could. I'm okay with dropping out a hill.
Okay, drop down a hill.
Just in case the game's a blowout.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, hill. Should we go? So we need a solid number 2 running back.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I'm okay with Mixon. I'm okay with Kamara. I mean, Kamara's back. How'd he do last week? Yeah.
He did good. 21.
Fucking 14 targets?
Yeah, 13 receptions. That's the thing that scares me is he got 21 points off 13 receptions, but that's also he got 13 receptions. That's kind of cool.
Well, that's the reason why I wanted Kamara is because Derek Carr is the king of the check down.
So, hey, fuck it. Put him in. Why not?
Give him a shot. One time for the one time. Oh, he's questionable.
Kyron? I don't know if he is. I think that might be a...
Just designation.
Yeah, practice designation.
All right, let's rock with him.
Fuck it.
Are they at home? Oh, they're in New England, too. Yeah. Fuck it. King of the check down. Cool. And then now we go receiver. Let's try to fill this out.
Scroll a little bit down. See if we can get...
So, yeah, because we need a receiver and a flex.
The other one that I was kind of peeking at was Juju.
Really?
Juju against the Saints. Like, is Lattimore really going to be covering Juju the whole time?
Too far down. Holy shit.
Yeah, you went way far down.
My bad. Got a little excited.
Drake London?
Tank Dell?
Could do Tank Dell against Houston.
Because Nico went off, so maybe they try to cover him a little bit more.
Jordan Addison, too.
Not a bad pick. Kind
of like Zay Flowers against Pittsburgh.
You've been liking Zay Flowers.
Pittsburgh can't cover shit.
I'm definitely down with Zay Flowers. I think this is the time.
They
can't do it for Pitt.
Yeah.
Okay, we got 7.
Do we go get a defense the lowest defense that we're acceptable with?
What's the Jets at? Jets are 3,000.
I mean,
because we both like the Jets.
Yeah, put them in. Fuck it. And then we got 48 to
fill. That's pretty good for a flex.
All right.
Yeah,
I don't know who Brightwell is, but not that guy.
We got Tank.
We could do Tank. Tajay Gainwell sitting there again.
You feeling a little Gainwell?
I just think he might get a bunch of catches because the Rams pass rush has been on there. But again,
that's what you're saying.
Dell and London are also both solid options. Dell had a really back-to-earth game again, but also Atlanta sucks.
Houston's third against the pass.
Yeah. But I think... Actually, they've been putting up numbers. I mean, Stroud's been unbelievable. We can go a little bit lower and see what we're acceptable with. I'm just worried about
the Jets
getting... Jets blanking them.
That's what it is. So I can see where Gainwell could be that thing.
Scroll down maybe a little.
Hubbard.
Oh shit!
Skinny scary down there.
No. Go back up.
So it's either Tank, Gainwell, London. Tank.
I think London's more of a. See, I think Tank Dell's more of a boom guy though. I think Tank Dell could get us to 25, and I think London might get us like 9, and that's not going to win us this.
How about this? Which quarterback do you trust more?
Stroud, 100%.
Stroud. All right, let's go with the rook. And that's your guy. Tank Dell's your guy.
I love Tank Dell, yeah.
Tank Dell's your guy. Let's go get your guy.
All right, is there anyone we want to kind of shift around?
I'm okay with everything.
And it's a perfect $0 remaining. You know what? I'm good with it. Do we have any deucer swap recommendations?
Does anybody don't like our picks here?
I'm always Puka gang, so I fuck with that.
Puka.
And I like Kamara. I think he's gonna start breaking out. I think he's gonna have to if that team's any good.
Yeah. We all know Derek Carr doesn't want to get hit again.
All right, let's put it in.
Hammer that thing.
Good luck.
Send it.
And we are in.
Money in the bank.
Thanks. That was fun. It's always my favorite part of the show now. Draftkings lineup. It's interesting. It keeps you on your toes. Yeah, Laporta is definitely my favorite player currently.
He's just fun. And I remember when they drafted him too first, I was like, yeah, we got Michael Mayer. Hell yeah. Now I'm like, fuck. We don't have Sam Laporta.
Well, they traded up to go get him all, right?
I don't know if they traded up for him.
Oh,
Gibbs, they went up for it, but
so they did pretty
Laporta,
well
they were
far
like, we're just gonna take
on
him
their draft. I love the Lions. Lions are my favorite team.
Yeah, they took Laporta with the first pick in the second round or something like that.
And they even got Montgomery down back there too, and he ended up balling.
Yeah, good on the Lions. They're kind of living up to the hype, you know.
Yeah, for real.
I'm in on it. But
cool. Are we missing anything else?
I think that's it. I mean, we could go over none of the bozos came in about their fantasy lineup, so screw them.
Yeah,
no free advice for you. But no, we can do the updates, and we'll do some things coming in on
for next week.
Yeah, we'll try to give you updates, especially on the questionable guys, about updates throughout the season, and send in some questions about guys that you got on your bench or that you're worried about that I didn't cover, and we'll go over it. But as of now, we'll have some SFL playoffs going on.
Yep.
Neither of us.
You avoided the wing.
I avoided the wing.
I'm actually glad that you beat me.
Avoided the wings. Avoided the playoffs.
Dude,
if you're gonna get last, you might as well get last. You might as well go, man.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm gonna eat a wing, I don't want to be 8-9 and eat a wing, dog. Like,
no, that's the worst.
That's awful.
Yeah, exactly. I already knew.
Yeah,
exactly. I already knew it was.
Sorry for anyone else who's 8-9 like Mo who has to eat a wing. That sucks.
Yeah, it's gonna be the book club. The book club will be joining me eating a wing.
Book club Painter Gang collab.
Almost,
dude,
pretty
we
close.
almost had to do it one time.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we're gonna go move in.
Follow us on TikTok, Painter Gang. Send in your requests. We'll give you personalized videos for whoever you talk about. Other than that, for Painter Gang, my name's Dr. T.
Yeah, my name is Timo.
And we'll catch you next week. Peace.
Go, guys.